Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on this dog necktie sewing pattern that's up on my Etsy store. Like always, I give you the printing settings, a picture guide how to tape and assemble the pattern, and of course here's the video tutorial. We're going to start by first doing the test square. Basically, I recommend that you print out the first page of the pattern file. That way we can double check that you set up the printing settings correctly, and if the square measures 2 by 2 inches, then you can go ahead and print out the rest of the file. Another thing that's on the page, it's numbered with the letter and number. That way you know how to arrange them in order. And it also has a dotted border around the page. So again, if you look back to the instructions, it says tape and match on the dotted line from A1 all the way to A3. We're going to go down to B1 all the way to B3. So that's how we're going to assemble everything. Okay, so let's get started. Go ahead and cut 2 pieces out of the necktie pattern and grab either a chalk or your tracing wheel and tracing paper, because we're going to transfer the gather line onto the fabric, and that way we know where to gather and fold later on. After you're done doing that, we're going to pin both pieces right sides together, and we're going to leave an opening on the top of the necktie about 2 inches, and we're going to be sewing around the opening, 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, so after you're done sewing, we're going to clip all of the corners before we flip it to the right side. Okay, so now we're ready to close the opening on the necktie by doing a top stitch all around. Now we're ready to fold the necktie, creating that casing that we need. That way we can pass the collar through. So again, remember the line that we traced. We're going to fold it up to that line and sew across. So this is how your necktie should look so far. Now again, on the line that we transferred where we folded, we're gonna gather. Okay, so you can either create the gathering stitch by machine or you can do it by hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it by hand just because I feel like I have more control over it, and it's also easier because you can wrap the thread around a couple times and hold it in place. And then after that, we're going to hot glue a piece of ribbon around the tie to cover that stitching and the gathering, and again give it a nicer finish. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's how the tie turned out. I'll link the pattern down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.